guys. Maybe I should turn this light on. Let me see. No, I just totally messed up the lighting. But anyways, okay, so this is like a little raw and uncut story time. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Okay, so this is the time when I lost my virginity. No. It was not like how it should have been. I actually got my virginity took. I didn't get to give it away. I got it taken away from me. I was, I want to say 13 at the time. I was in 6th grade. And I was living with my mom, and she had a boyfriend. And, you know, I don't know how it started. I don't even remember really much of anything, but he took it. And it kind of ruined my life. Like, it's no kind of to it. Like, the shit ruined my life. Because as a little girl, I was told as a little girl in, like, elementary, that I used to tell my family all the time that I'm never going to have kids. I'm going to Hollywood. I'm going to be a star. And now here I am with 2 kids and not a star and not in Hollywood. It's like, with that situation, it turned me kind of, it just really ruined my life. Like, I don't know how to say it. It kind of just, it's no kinda to it. I don't know why I keep using the word kinda. Because, okay, after that went on for quite some time, maybe like, it was like no longer than a year. I know that for sure. And, it made me want to get a boyfriend and actually, like, see if it's supposed to be, pleasurable. Because, like, growing up, my mom never really talked to me about sex. Like, I didn't know about HIV and AIDS and stuff. Like, mind you, I'm in 6th grade. And even though, we had PE, I was fresh in 6th grade. Like, I didn't get to go through the sex talk in PE that, I don't even remember if we had a class of sex ed. If we did, it was in PE, but I don't believe we did. Nor did I know about condoms or getting pregnant. I didn't know anything about that. Like, maybe I was sheltered. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if that's, like, been sheltered, not knowing what, sexual transmitted diseases was and stuff like that. The guy only taught me, like, one thing that did that. He was like, if a guy don't go down on you, then he don't love you. But it made me want to get out there and, find me a boyfriend that I can, do that with, that I loved, I'm in the process of doing it now, so don't judge. But after that, I went on to, getting boyfriends and, Um, my first real boyfriend that I had sex with, um, I really didn't know what love was. And to this day, I really don't know what it is to like love a man. Like I love my kids and I love my family, and that's like a different kind of love. That loving a man, loving a boyfriend or a man, is, it's a feeling that I don't know. Like I truly don't know how to love a man. So we would say, I love you and stuff like that. And my first boyfriend, he was in high school. And I actually met him through his sister, because me and her, we're the same age and we went to middle school together. And so I went to church with her one day, and without knowing him or seeing him, I liked him, and he knew that I liked him. But I told him, not recent, like not when I first started going around him and stuff like that. I told him afterwards that, about my situation. And I told him that if it wasn't for that, then I probably wouldn't have even wanted to talk to him. And that's just, that's just me being honest. Like I really wouldn't have wanted to talk to him. So after that, he was in high school, out of middle school. After that, crap. Sorry. Almost lost my camera. He ended up moving, different many times, and I would break up with him every time because I didn't want a long distance relationship, and I wanted to still be like somewhat of a hoe. I suppose you can call it that. And that's when I met take it to high school. I was in 9th grade, and I met this girl named Andrea, and she had this boyfriend named BJ, and BJ had a friend named Marcus. I'm a relationship type of person, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be in this relationship with this guy named Marcus. Like, he was ugly. He had braids, and his braids looked at real just like, you need your shit done over, like, ASAP. And so the first time we had sex, mind you, I still didn't know about condoms, didn't know about getting pregnant. I didn't know about none of that. Scouts Honor, like, I swear, I put this on everything I love, like Bible. I did not know. And so, the first time we had sex, I got pregnant with my son, and the shit was awful. And I just feel like I wish I would have knew more about getting pregnant and diseases and stuff like that. I wish if I did know about all that, I wish I would have not did anything. I wish I would have respected my body. And I just feel like I'm not putting all the blame on him with what I'm about to say. I'm not putting all the blame on him because it takes two people. But I just feel like for a guy to just shoot off in a girl without like, ooh, like I'm finna or whatever, like I just feel like it's like really fucked up. Like it's really messed up. So yeah. Having to tell my mom that I'm pregnant, it was not fun whatsoever, because honestly, I remember my mom picking me up from school, and I've been told my friend that I think I'm pregnant, and she must have told her mom because her mom told my mom, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't. I really can't. So she picked me up from school that day, and she wished I got in the car in my high school parking lot, and she's like, "What are you trying to do?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "You pregnant?" And I was like, I started crying automatically, like instantly. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. And so she saw me at Walgreens. We got a pregnancy test. And we went home. I went in the bathroom. I kept the door open. I went in the bathroom and I peed on it. And I sat on the countertop. And I just waited to say pregnant or not pregnant. And it freaking said pregnant. I was just like, I'm pregnant. And so she was like, well, I mean, ain't no need to cry. I mean, it's already done now. And so after I got past that, I was like, okay, all right. You know, I went through my whole pregnancy pretty much alone. I went to my doctor's appointments alone. Mind you, at this time, I was not driving. I mean, my sister and my mom would go with me. But as far as him going, he didn't go with me at all. He actually had a girlfriend that he was living with. And yeah, it was just, I didn't know none of his history. I didn't know nothing about him but his name. And like when you go to the doctor, you know, they ask you if the dad side of the family have this, that, and the third, you know. And I was just like, I don't know. And it made me feel so stupid. And I looked at so stupid sitting in that doctor's office trying to tell the nurse that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he, you know, has diabetes in his family or high cholesterol in his family. Like, I don't know none of that. Like, what a freaking idiot. So, after that, you know, I had my son. Thank God that I had my sister and my mom to help me. They helped me out so much, like they really did. And so after that, I ended up getting on birth control. I got on the shot, cause I didn't like taking pills. Like, no. So I got on birth control, and now my son's 11 years old, and I have a daughter. And after my son, I didn't want any more kids. I didn't want none. Now, mind you, let me take it back to when my son was a baby. I never was with his father, ever. And so my daughter's dad, we lived in I lived in an apartment complex, and he lived there too with his girlfriend, wife, whatever she is, and his brother. And so, he would see me, you know, out, you know, at the pool and stuff like that. Because, you know, I would try to get my son to, you know, swim in the pool. And as a baby, he didn't like that. Now he loves the pool. But anyways, me and my daughter's dad had this mutual friend named Stacy. And she spoke Spanish because my daughter's dad is Guatemalan. And so, and she also speaks English. She is Caucasian, and her boyfriend her husband now is Guatemalan as well, so she speaks Spanish. So, you know, she told me, she was like, hey, he likes you, he wants to talk to you, but he don't speak English. Now, mind you, before this, I've never had a Hispanic boyfriend before. No discrimination whatsoever. Like, no discrimination. None. So, I was like, okay, well, whatever, you know. How we gonna communicate if he doesn't speak English and I don't speak Spanish? So, we ended up talking for quite some time. And then, you know, I think when my son he wasn't one yet. And so, we were moving into a house, me and my mom and my sister. And, my mom was like, oh, go ask your friend if you have a screwdriver. And so I went to go ask him, and he was like, yeah. And so move along to my daughter. I knew, given his situation and my already situation, I knew that I did not want to have a kid with this guy. Just for some fact is, I didn't know if that was his wife or his girlfriend. I didn't want really to be another baby mama. Like I didn't want to have like two kids, two daddies, single mom, baby mama doing all the work. And so, um, my daughter is 2 years old. Cause I had to. I think I was on the depot shot for a good amount of time before I had to get off of it because I gained so much weight, and I didn't want to go to the doctor. My blood pressure was high, so I had to get off of it. Um, and I'm not finna go buy no condoms. I feel like, I didn't want to have a baby with him, and I feel like I was on the depot shot for so long that I was saying that I wasn't getting pregnant. And so I was being stupid again. I was young and dumb. Um, and now to speed it along, I have a 2 year old daughter. She just turned 2 in well, last month she just turned 2 in June, and my son's 11. He'll be 12 next year in February. And it's just like, it's a shame that I have 2 kids and the dads don't help. Like, it's a shame. And then like my son's dad, he's just, that's a lost cause right there. That's a really lost cause. My daughter's dad, he works. They're both on child support. But my son's dad does not pay. I just recently had a court date not too long ago. And with my daughter's dad, they're still like, it's still a going process. Like we haven't even had a court date yet. And so with that being said, I'm just sick of this lifestyle that I have. Like I just feel like if that would, and I just recently told my mom about what her ex-boyfriend did to me as a little girl. Because my sister, I think she's 33. I have a 33-year-old sister, and I'm 29. And he tried to do something to her, and it's just like my mom really didn't believe her. And so I just felt like, well, fuck it. Like, I'm not finna, I'm not finna, like, throw it out there, what he did to me at the time, because I just feel like, well, hell, she didn't, believe my sister, so she's definitely not gonna believe me. So that's why I waited so long to tell her. Like, I just told her this year. And like I said, I'm 29, and that happened when I was 13. And so, um, and and she was like, "Oh, give me your phone so I can call him." And I was like, "How about I go get your phone and you can call him?" And so she called him or whatever. I know this story is like all over the place, but he tried to deny it, and that just it really made me mad. Like, it really legit made me so freaking upset because I'm just like, are you serious? Like, he tried to make it seem like I was some hoe and I forced him. No, no. But I love my kids. I do. And I try my best to make them happy. I don't spoil them. And I definitely don't spare the rod. Okay. But it's amazing that some parents, they get an option of not being a parent and some don't. Like, I could run away and, abandon my kids. I could. But they didn't have to come into this world. They didn't ask, and they love me and they know me. Like, my son, he's so affectionate. And, he's always like hugging me, kissing me on the cheek, saying, Mama, I love you. Like, if I get him something or I cook, he's like, oh, thank you for the food. He's so grateful and humble and caring and considerate just for him to be 11. And my daughter, she's affectionate too, even though she's a toddler. She does her own thing, but sometimes she does want to, like, just hug me. And, when I be like, give me a kiss, she like, and it's just so cute. I love my kids. I love the fact that I know so much about them. But it's just like, even though they didn't ask to come into this world, like, sometimes I need a break sometimes. Like, I really do. And it's like, with the toddler, well, with my son, it's like he can do for himself. Like, he can, go use the bathroom by himself. He can, heat him up something in the microwave. He can fry him some bologna, he can fix him a sandwich. Stuff like that. He can put stuff in the oven. It's my toddler. She's, in the process of potty training. And it's really just difficult doing it alone. Like, from the time I wake up, from the time I go to sleep, I'm constantly yawning. I don't work. I don't have a job. I take vitamins and they still don't help. It's just really hard trying to take care of two kids by yourself when it shouldn't be that way. I could see if, like, give Farrah from Teen Mom situation, her baby daddy, Derek, he passed away. My son's dad is still alive. My daughter's dad is still alive. But yet, I'm the one physically putting in the man hours for my kids, And it really sucks, but, that's life. But it's a struggle. And sometimes I don't even have time for myself. Like right now, it's in the morning time. They're still asleep. Praise the Lord. But this is my time just, do something for myself, There's no other adult here, like, at the moment, because I still live with my mom. She's at work. And my mom does so much for me and my kids. So much. Like, it's just, I want to be able to do something for my mom. Like, I love her, and, I just want to be able to do something for her. Like, I don't want to, like, continue going through life, living with my mom and having to work because, like, physically, she be so tired physically. I don't know mentally, but I know physically she is so tired. Like, last year she had knee surgery. Or was it this year? No, it was last year. Last year she had knee surgery on her right knee. And next year she wants to get full knee replacement on her left knee. And, she was sitting here telling me, what she's going to do, how she's going to plan it and stuff like that. And how she has to use some of her income tax to pay rent. Because, she did get short-term disability at her job, but it wasn't enough to cover the rent. And it's just like, here I am, not doing anything, have two kids, I provide food, I do, but, sometimes I put gas money in her car, because I do drive her car, but I want to do more. Like, I want to be able to, help with the bills. Like, we don't have cable, we have internet, but, hell, I want cable, But it's so hard because I don't want to put my daughter in daycare because I mean, I hear so many horrific stories about toddlers and babies in daycares, and I'm just like, no, not my baby. No, no. Like, I'm a mama bear. I will attack. Like, I get so offensive when it comes to my kids, just like any mom would. Um, so that's why I don't have a job. Like my mom was like, "Don't worry about having a job." You know, that's how I did with you and Kim. That's my sister. And she was like, "I didn't get a job until y'all was in school." And I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." And so it's just like that's just not the life that I want to keep living. Like it has to start today. That's why I'm making this video. Because I just feel like there's so many people out there that can relate to my story and that's going through the same thing as me, you know, and it's just like I just want to let my story be known. Um, it was kind of all over the place, though. Like I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video, but it really sucks. And then like my baby daddy with my daughter. We communicate. He sees me every now and again, Well, he sees me damn near every day. In his head, we're in a relationship. In my head, we're not in a relationship. And he's annoying. That's a whole nother story time right there. But this video is already about 27 minutes long. I'm not even going to edit it. So just let me know. If you can relate to my story or you went through anything like this or you have a similar situation or whatever, in the comments down below. And like I said, don't judge my nails. But thank you guys and I will see you next time. Bye.